Most people think consistency means doing something perfectly every single day, no matter how they feel. But real life doesn't look like that. Some mornings start cold, rushed, and already overwhelming before you even step outside. And on days like this, consistency can feel impossible. That's usually where people stop, not because they don't care, but because they believe consistency requires perfection. The truth is, consistency has nothing to do with being perfect. It's not about having endless motivation or discipline. It's about choosing to continue, even when your effort looks smaller than usual. Once you understand that consistency is flexible, not rigid, it stops feeling heavy and it starts feeling sustainable. Hi, I'm Pecan. If you're new here, welcome. This channel is all about building habits through structure and consistency, without pressure or burnout. I don't believe in doing everything at once. I believe in small, intentional actions that you can actually repeat. And today, we're talking about why consistency matters more than motivation ever will. If you've ever started something strong and then slowly stopped, you're not alone. Most people don't struggle with starting, they struggle with continuing. And that's not a personal failure. It's usually a systems problem. Consistency becomes possible when your habits fit your real life, not an ideal version of it. Consistency isn't built on big dramatic moments. It's built in ordinary places like this. It's choosing to shop intentionally, to plan just enough, and to follow through in small ways. Most progress happens quietly, and that's something we don't talk about enough. A lot of people quit because their progress doesn't feel exciting, but consistency rarely feels exciting in the moment. It feels calm, uneventful, sometimes boring, and that's actually how you know it's working. Consistency isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, more often. When habits are too big, they depend on motivation. When they're small enough, they depend on repetition. And repetition is what builds trust with yourself. Every time you show up, even briefly, you reinforce the identity of someone who keeps going. That identity matters more than the task itself. Because once you see yourself as consistent, your actions naturally start to follow. There are days I don't feel motivated either. On those days, I don't try to do everything. I focus on one small action that keeps the routine alive. That's how consistency survives hard days. Consistency isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It's choosing to continue even when no one is watching, and those are the moments that actually change your life. This is why tools matter. A simple daily structure, like a habit tracker or a to-do list, gives consistency a place to live. Not to control you, but to support you on days when motivation is low. Tools don't create discipline. They reduce friction. And when friction is low, consistency becomes easier to maintain. That's how habits stop feeling forced and start feeling natural. If you've been hard on yourself for falling off, I want you to hear this clearly. Falling off doesn't erase progress. What matters is how gently and consistently you return. Progress doesn't disappear just because you paused. Consistency is simply the decision to begin again, without judgment. Consistency isn't about intensity, it's about trust. Trusting that small actions, repeated over time, always lead somewhere meaningful. When you stop chasing motivation and start building structure, everything changes. You stop starting over and start moving forward. This is what I believe. Structure creates consistency, and consistency creates results. Not overnight, but inevitably. If this resonated with you, I have a free daily to-do list linked below that helps turn intention into action. You can also explore more tools in the store if you want extra support. And if you're building consistency with me, subscribe and stay consistent every week. Structure plus consistency always leads to results.